Hi, I'm Adrian Thomas. I'm currently Head of Executive Recruitment at the Civil Service. When I was fairly young, in my late teens, I set a company up. I used to just say to people, have your CV professionally written, call this number. And when they called it, I helped them to write a really good CV. So it got me really into the human resources personnel environment. And what I'll be doing, hopefully across a What It Takes lecture, is communicating to people what it really means to go for an interview and what you have to do prior to that interview. So in candidates and people coming for interviews, the things that I particularly look for are preparation. Preparation about the role that they're applying for, but also wider preparation about the organisation that they're going to be working for. Remembering, of course, that people move jobs really quickly. So it isn't just about the job that you're investing in them in, and they are investing in themselves. It's about their next job, or even the next job after that. So when they're being interviewed, I like to see people who've thought about their career, their progression. The second thing I look for is numbers. If people can speak to me in numbers, if they can say what they've done in numbers, how many people did they manage in their volunteering programme? How much did they raise? What impact did they have when they went from X% to Y% in doing something in a previous job or a volunteering role or a role that they've had at university? Speak to me in numbers shows that you get it and you understand what drives organisations, and you know what impact you had. And if you know what impact you had, you can tell me, and that makes you stand out. Interview. What does it take to ace an interview? Well, slow down. Don't apply for 200 jobs. Apply for fewer jobs, but spend more time applying. Make sure you read what the job requires, what the advert is asking you, or what the application, whether it's offline or online, is actually asking you to do. And do what it asks. Don't do what you think it's saying, do what it asks. Think about what you're going to say. So think about the strengths that you've got and think about how you're going to convey the message of those strengths. You only need to come top in one interview to have a job. So stop applying for 200, start applying for 5 to 8 and really spend some time working on those. And in thinking about how they present themselves, thinking about their level of confidence. And confidence means you need research. You need to know a lot about yourself and a lot about your achievements and how they align to what the organisation is looking for, to have that confidence when you start talking and start persuading to the interviewer that you are the top candidate on that day, that you are the top candidate every time. So know yourself, prepare, have confidence and think about your strengths.